Hey guys, welcome back to Defense in Heels. So glad that you guys are here with us, and we've got Bianca, Miss Nevada!
Yeah!
So make sure you guys are loving the show. Push lots of loves on there for us because we can actually see those like flying up. And then share the show too. So we are going to be talking all about college tips and college safety. So if you guys have any college friends, tag them on here. I'm also posting some huge college tips and some really cute diagrams and stuff too on the page after. So I want to make sure that they all see that and they get those tips. College starts here in a couple weeks.
That's insane.
Seriously, like didn't
Honestly-
school used to start in September?
Yes, like the last week in August, like maybe August 28th, and you had like 3 full months, and now
Right.
it's like,
No.
where did summer go?
I know. Now it's starting the middle of August, and I feel like I have
crazy.
no summer at all.
Right.
I feel like there's no break here.
Right.
So it's crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know. So, okay, college girls, this one is for you. So we have tons of tips to make sure that you stay safe and sassy in any crazy situation, because you've done the party stuff with college, and then I had the military stuff with college.
Right.
So we've seen our fair share of parties.
Yes.
Yes. So, biggest thing, guys, we want you to do is pay attention to your surroundings, just like we talked about in the last segment. But it's not just that. Now, when you're at a college, it's a whole nother level. So, here's a crazy fact. The most dangerous, look, I made up a word there. Most dangerous part of a woman's life is the first 4 months she goes off to college.
That's crazy.
Right? And here's the thing. So first time away from home, first time the boys are away from home, and it's one of those things where everyone gets wild and crazy. I mean, I don't have my parents paying attention to me. They don't either. There is parties, there's kegs everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, here in Vegas, you can get anything you want, legal or illegal, at 2 a.m.
Right.
So it's just kind of one of those, you're put into this new situation, you don't know how to handle it.
Yeah. And
And
it's
from
also
there-
where like you're used to your parents watching over you, living at your parents' house, them taking care of you, and now you're out on your own, and you're like, oh wait, I actually am responsible for myself, and
Right.
I have
Which
to take
is
care of
weird.
myself now.
Yeah, exactly. And you go from that, safe birdie nest.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, guys, I'm here for the party.
Yeah.
Only to realize that the party does end at 2 a.m. and
Yes.
everybody's drunk and hungover. And now you got to figure out how to get home without everybody knowing.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's crazy. Okay, gals. So the first thing we want you to do is stay in groups. Reason being is same thing with the bad guys. They always go for the weakest target. Well, here with college, what they're doing is they're focusing on either the drunkest girl or the lone wolf. And the reason they do it is because they don't have to fight. So if you put up a fight with the guys, they're not going to actually do much.
Yeah.
You've bored them. It's all about power and struggle. So if you're the one that's fighting like crazy, they're not going to fight, and it's because you're just too much work.
Yeah.
They want easy.
Yeah.
Look, girls, come on. They want the easy stuff. It's a guy. Come on. We know this already. So with it, in college, you're like, I got this.
Right.
Crap, I still do it at my age, and I'm good. I'm good by myself. I got my weapons. But at the end of the day, it's still more about always having someone with you.
Yes.
So, and it's really crazy. Like, you don't understand how much with that. So, I always have this crazy cat thing that I talk about in my, you've seen this in the events. I talk about the cat. So, we've all seen a crazy cat before. They're pissed off, they're in the corner, and they are scratching and clawing at everything. Now, your job is to get the cat in the bag. Will that ever happen?
No.
No. The cat is going to scratch, it's going to claw, it's going to fight for dear life. It will die before it gets in that bag.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so you need to be that cat. If something ever happens to you, always be the cat. And at the end of the day, we all have something amazing that we need to go home to. So I have 2 kids I love to death. I also have a really, really nice shoe collection. So at the end of the day, I need to make sure that those shoes are worn and the kids are taken care of.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've got
Always
to
have
figure it
your
out.
why.
Yes. Today it's kids or shoes. Which one?
Yeah.
No.
As long as it's something,
Right.
that's all that
No,
matters.
exactly. And most people don't think about that. Like, I'll be fine. No, you need to have your reason. I mean, just like anything we do with the pageants, with working, with anything, if you don't have a why behind what you do, you're just kind of doing it for nothing. It's kind of
Right.
like going to your 9-to-5 job and tick tock the whole freaking time. You're just wasting your life away. Life's too short.
Right.
So,
You need to have a purpose.
yes.
With everything.
Yes, definitely. So that's the group thing and always fighting for everything. But what we also need to pay attention to our surroundings, but like with our paths. So we always say, okay, so my dorm is here, my first class is here, my second class is here, I'm gonna go to lunch here, I've got this pattern. Well, you've now developed a pattern, which goes back to them watching us. If you take the same routine every single time, people can pick up on that easily. And I do it even with my kids. I'll do it with people I'm watching. I explained it the other day to my mom, how people always have patterns and routines, and how you have to pay attention to those little things. So then that way, well, for one, you can predict people if you pay attention to those kinds of things.
Right.
But also for us as women, especially if you are out by yourselves, it's more about making sure that that bad guy doesn't notice us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my favorite example too is for my fellow peers that go to UNLV, there's a dark side, that's what it's called, of
Yes.
campus. And there's not a lot of lights. It's a lot of trees, grass, and not very many buildings either. It's not really considered the main part of campus. That part of campus is a very scary part to walk when the sun
It
is
is.
down and it's nighttime and there's not a lot of people around because the main time of
Right.
the day is gone, so there's not a lot of students on
No.
campus. You
Yeah.
don't want to take that path to go to your classes when
No.
there's no one around
Right.
and there's no light.
Exactly. And they have security and they have those little boxes for help. But
Right.
what's that going to do in the crazy situation of
Exactly.
shit's hitting the fan and you need something now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they have those phones there where you can call the police or it says
Right.
press this button for help. And it's
Exactly.
like, if someone's attacking you and you press that button, it's going to take about 3 minutes for someone to get there, depending on if even
Exactly.
anyone answers the phone.
Right.
You can't rely on that.
No. And so you have
So-
to, I mean, it's one of those things where we don't want to say you have to be 100% dependent on yourself, but at the same time, you do. At the end of the day, it's
Right.
you that needs to go home tonight.
Right.
So it's crazy. I remember, so I went to BYU for a little while, and they actually have a hill that goes from the campus to the dorms, and it's called Rape Hill. Because of the fact of how many rapes have happened on that hill. Like, it's crazy. It's horrible, the things that happen because we're not paying attention, or we just, oh, I'll be fine. I take the same route home every single day. It's totally okay. At the end of the day, it's not okay. You know, we don't want to be able to have somebody predict us, or I mean, us predicting them at the end of the day, too. So.
Right. Or one of my favorite things that I like to do when I'm walking in a sketchy area or an area that's not well lit or something that just looks scary, I just call someone, you know,
Yeah.
call your mom, your sister, one
Definitely.
of my friends, and just be like, hey, you don't need to talk to me. Like, if you're busy,
Right.
just stay on the line. If something happens,
Yes.
just, you know.
Yeah, which is,
pay
it's a good
attention.
psychological thing. Now, in an actual defense situation, it won't do anything.
Right.
Because the same time frame for them to figure out what's going on and then the next.
Exactly.
But for you and for that bad guy, it's a huge psychological element of, well, crap, she can call for help. She can
Right.
describe me. She
Right.
can tell the person where we are, and I don't get to do what I want to do anymore.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy, that aspect of that.
Yeah, and sometimes it'll scare people away too because they won't want to approach you or be
Right.
anywhere near you because they're like, oh wait,
Exactly.
someone's on the other line.
Yeah.
They might hear something that I might get.
I always
found
use
out.
my mean girl voice too.
Yeah.
Or my scary mom voice.
Yeah.
If need be. And so then that way people are like, oh crap, she's scary, she's mean, I don't want to deal with this
Yeah,
today.
act like you're already angry. Like
Yeah,
she's yelling on
yeah.
the phone already, and they're like,
I know.
oh crap, yeah, she's
Right.
crazy. Let's not mess with that. That's not even worth it.
I know, it's insane.
Yeah.
So, okay, last couple things, guys. We want you to know about the stuff like the drugs are crazy. So, date rape drugs are the scariest thing in the world. So, a couple of quick tips before we get out of here. Different things like put a lid on your water bottle. Like, it sounds crazy, but if you're out with a red Solo cup, people can easily walk by and drop things and you won't even note it. Like, I'll actually have put a post of the video on here where a guy is drugging a girl and you don't see it happen. You have to watch the video 3, 4, 5 times before you actually see him drop it, because they get
That's insane.
so quick with it. And it's one of those things, I mean, parties are huge for this because they can get away with just about anything.
Right.
So, and at the end of the day, we want you guys to be safe. So they even have like this really cool nail polish. Have you seen that, where you can put it on and you put your
No.
finger in the drink and it'll tell you if there's Rohypnol?
What?
Yeah.
No, I
Okay,
haven't
so
seen
there's
that.
tons of drugs out there. So there, you know, Rohypnol, ketamine, friggin' so many more.
Mm-hmm.
But that special nail polish can detect the one.
That's
So it's crazy. And they have coasters that they can do it now too. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's paying attention.
Yeah.
You know, we love going to the club, we love going out and enjoying our time, but we have to pay attention to our surroundings. I mean,
Right.
we've been preaching this to you guys for half an hour now.
Yes. Exactly. That's one of the main things my parents have always told me too. They're like, because I mainly just drink water anyways, but they're like, never get like tap water in a cup, never leave your drink unattended, make sure if someone gives you a water bottle that the cap
Exactly.
isn't already loose.
Exactly.
Like,
You gotta keep it on there, safe still.
yes.
Yeah, you just never know. There's more creeps out there than there are good guys, and the creeps are breeding more creeps, it seems like, these days.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
definitely. Okay, guys, well, we got like 10 seconds left, so I just want to say I love y'all. Make sure you guys post on there so you can get those college tips that are coming out here in the next couple of minutes. And if you need either one of us, we are tagged in there. And we love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.